Yo, check. This is a day in the life. Create, catching a vibe, just showing the process. This was a pretty chill day, just going through some records on track live, seeing what sticks out, trying to see what type of mood I'm in. Regular shit for real. Sometimes you just gotta let the records play, vibe out a little bit. Skip through. Sometimes I let a whole record play if I'm just vibing. Sometimes I just skip through if I know I'm trying to feel something, but maybe just not sure at the moment. But just kind of flip through and see what catches your attention. Sometimes you just gotta let shit ride out. It may not be the vibe you in right now. You know that it's not really the vibe you in right now, so you just let it play, but then you go into more shit, you know what I mean?
When I look in the mirror at myself, I see a lonely
all this shit really just depends on what vibe you in.
Gave you up for someone else. I can't seem to forget and leave the past in the past, 'cause my imagination makes the memories last.
So right here I think I found one that I want to fuck with. Chop it up a little bit, see where it takes me. So many different ways I can go with this. And at first I was thinking I wanted to go with something soulful, something like that hip hop soulful shit, but you just never know. So right here I'm just chopping up the sample, putting it on the pads, so I can figure out what I want to do with it.
When I look in the mirror at myself,
so each tab is just kind of chopping the sample, kind of adding an entry point to where I want to start each sample, and then I'll fuck with it later,
I see a lot. 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 I see a lot.
So fucking around with some drums.
I see a lot.
Still, at this point, just trying to get a feel for what I want to go for. And sometimes that's what I'll do. I'll just play around with shit, play around with a drum pad and get an idea. Just lay it down, just lay the idea down.
I see a lot. 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 I see a lot.
And then sometimes you just gotta mute shit out like this. Alright, where I'm going with this, like. So I'll take some time out just to figure out my drums. Just figure out where I want to go with it, because once I can flush that idea out, then I can really kind of move forward. So, yeah. And this is when I started to feel like what pattern I wanted to create. It started really getting in the vibe, like, okay, kind of knew right here that I wanted some hard drums, like just bang, but still have space, not doing too much. So yeah, and then from there you just figure it out. So now back to the chops. I know I kind of got the drums that I want, so it's like, all right, let's get these chops together. How I'm feeling. So like I said, at first I thought I wanted to start off on some like real soulful shit, but then I was like, no, I kind of want to go hard body. I want something that's hitting hard. Not aggressive, but aggressive enough, if that makes sense. To a groove. Okay, cool. Let's add some bass. So at this point, the sample was cool. I pulled it into my Serato sampler and just took out some of the elements. I wanted to kind of add some depth and some more texture to it. Pitched it up just so I can add some body to the composition. And then I'll blend it in later. So here I'm just recording that in. Just adding an extra layer. So that's just the underlying layer that I added from the sample. Just gives it more body. add some texture to it. Wanted some noise, but I wanted it organically. Like I didn't want like just plug in shit. But so I ran it through the tape machine, ran the sample through the tape machine, just to give it that extra texture, a little dirtiness, give it some noise. And yeah, I ran it through the tape machine, ran it back into the DAW, and yeah, and gave it a little bit of dirtiness, and we cooked up with that. When the tape came in, it was a little off, so just had to realign it for real, get it where I needed it to be. Once I did that, you can hear the body, you can hear the noise, just thickening it up a bit. Yeah, so just flushing things out a little bit, EQing, doing some slight adjustments, but add some little effects. For the most part, I figure I got the idea that I wanted, so yeah. I just run it, just play pretty much the final draft for the shit. But yeah, you know, just another day.